I'm gonna be doing a coffee bar tour. I would have done this whispered, but as you can see, my microphone's a little bit far away today. And if you, oh my God. Yeah, my microphone's a little bit far away today, so I'm gonna be doing a soft-spoken video. I put on some really, really long nails so I can get some nice taps in there for y'all. And I thought it'd be nice to show you guys my coffee bar. I drink a lot of coffee and tea. So let's just start out with this section. So my coffee bar sits on my mini fridge. Here we have a picture of McLovin. There was no red left in the printer, so unfortunately he looks like a minion. And this is here because, first of all, I'm also born June 3rd. Second of all, I got a comment saying I look like McLovin, and that cracked me up. Third of all, this is his fake ID, and this is the beer fridge. And there's Diet Coke and apple juice in there. Whatever. My cat is being loud, sorry. Trisket. Hi, Trisket. Hi. Hello. She's very sweet. That's cat grass. We do not just have dirt in our house, although it is a little dirty because the cats have been digging. So we have the Espresso machine, and I have these sleeves of Espresso pods, and they go in this drawer, and I just ruined it, but they go in this drawer, and I've yet to unpack the sleeves, and they're living under the coffee bar because I wanted to save it for this video. And I just kept on putting the video off because I had no idea how I was going to actually film it. And I didn't want to do this sort of handheld kind of filming or a soft-spoken kind of video. And I wanted to be tapping on everything with long nails, so all of the circumstances had to be exactly correct. And they still aren't correct, but that's okay. The timing will never be perfect. Trisket is eating, so sorry if her crunching distracts you. Hopefully it's good crunching for ASMR purposes. But yeah, let's start by putting away some of my Espresso pods that I've been neglecting. So I have this sleeve of double espresso dolce, or dulce, depending on how you pronounce it. I think these boxes are just lovely for taps, and the pods are even better. Okay, the cats are fighting this morning, so let's go ahead and pull out a pod. It's also hard to do this one-handed. So we have our Dolce pod, our double espresso pod. I'm just going to place that in my drawer. And I have another box of these because I like to order in bulk. I usually place one massive order so I don't have to think about it for a really long time. So I've just restocked my double espressos. Other pods I have are the decaf pods up here. These ones were actually sent to me by mistake, I believe, and I was totally fine with it because it allowed my roommate, who doesn't like coffee, to have a latte every now and then. Because she likes the flavor, but she doesn't like how it makes her feel. So, you know, it might have been an accidental gift from Nespresso in some way. I also got these exotic lemon ones, and I hate these. I actually despise these, but I swear I can make it taste good somehow. And maybe one day I'll get desperate enough for caffeine that I'll go ahead and try it anyways. I just don't think espresso and lemon should combine, personally. I also have, these ones are the full cups of coffee. Now, I'm an espresso person, so I like to have the espresso, which is, it says it's about 2.7 fluid ounces. So this is great for lattes because it's such a small amount of coffee with a large amount of milk. And I usually make like just a plain oat milk latte. But these ones are full cups of coffee, so this is about 7.77 fluid ounces. This is tropical coconut flavor. I enjoy this one a lot. I love coconut flavor. It's pretty good. It's quite refreshing, but I'm not a huge coffee drinker, mostly because I like iced coffee. And I do believe this says over ice. And that's crazy because I've actually never seen that before. I'm definitely going to try that. The cats are fighting upstairs. It sounds like thunder. I also have coffee intenso, so I guess this would probably be like a dark roast of coffee. Again, I'm not a huge full cup of coffee drinker, mostly because it's hot, also because it doesn't have as much caffeine as a shot of espresso would or a double shot would. I also have this one. This one's pretty nice. This is peppermint pinwheel. This one I think I got about 2 Christmases ago, maybe 1 Christmas ago. It's a very minty flavor. I love minty coffee. I think mint suits coffee very well, especially because coffee tends to have like almost a chocolatiness to it. But yeah, so those are my coffees. My mini fridge is a little gross looking, mostly because this area is a high use area. I drink an oat milk latte just about every single morning before I head to work. I also have teas up here as well. A lot of these teas belong to my roommate. Just going through them. We have vanilla chai. I've never tried this one. It sounds really good. I believe that's also the mystery bag. My roommate just has a bag of tea. We've got Spice Dragon Red Chai. What's this one? This one is Caramel Apple. A decadent blend of buttery caramel and sweet apples. It's a black tea. I have green tea. This is just plain green tea. Chamomile and passion flower herb. I'm not the biggest fan of this one. I feel like this one just didn't diffuse well. It kind of just tasted like hot water. Maybe I needed like 2 tea bags and less water. I've totally tried it many different ways and I've just not been pleased with it. This tea is my favorite tea. I love this. It's Honey Lavender Stress Relief by the brand Yogi. It is so delicious. This is my favorite tea. I love to have it with a bit more of honey to sweeten it. Each of the tea bags comes with a little like message on the little paper. I love this tea. It's my favorite. My second favorite tea is Earl Grey. Of course, you can't go wrong with Earl Grey. It's a classic. It's a black tea with bergamot oil. I will say I think my favorite Earl Grey is the one you can get from Starbucks, mostly because that one smells like Fruit Loops. I don't know if you've ever smelled the Earl Grey from Starbucks, if you've ever had the opportunity, but it smells like Fruit Loops. I also have another black tea back here. This is English Breakfast Black Tea. I love a black tea, mostly because it's caffeinated, and I'm a caffeine addict. I also have peppermint tea, which I also really enjoy because this one, I don't feel the need to sweeten it at all. I think it's good just as is. But my favorite of the peppermint tea, over peppermint tea, I would actually prefer spearmint tea, and that's what this is. I'm a huge fan of spearmint over peppermint. And then we have lemon and ginger. I've never tried this one, but it sounds pretty good. This is another mint medley. It's got spearmint and peppermint, which sounds interesting. Sounds pretty good. I might have to ask my roommate if I can try that one. Ginger peach turmeric. This one sounds good for like a cold maybe. Never tried that. And then we've also got Meyer lemon. Never tried that one, but this one sounds really refreshing and brightening. Oh, there's also lemon ginger hiding from me. There's also this cinnamon apple spice box. Not to be confused with the caramel apple tea bags that are already existing in our little plastic tea tray. My roommate also has more teas from this tea place in our area. She's got lavender sunset tea and strawberry sencha tea. And then a box of tea filters, which I believe you just are like just little tea bags that you can make. I have a few tea balls, so I don't really use these. Over here is some more bits and bobs of my coffee setup. I've got a bean grinder right here, and it's a little broken. But I use it to grind beans. I have a bag of whole beans. I always buy whole beans as opposed to ground, because then I can grind it to whatever way I'm making coffee. So I usually grind my whole beans pretty coarsely so that I can use them in my French press. And this is my French press, so I usually put grounded beans, coarsely ground beans in here, and then I set this in the fridge overnight and it'll make me some cold brew ready for the next morning. which is super nice. I have some more teas. I have this Teavana Jade Citrus Mint Tea. And I also have this Teavana Peach Tranquility Tea. And I bought these about a year ago because I was really into the medicine ball or honey citrus mint from Starbucks. And so I looked up how to make it online because it just wasn't sustainable to purchase it from Starbucks every day. And you take this tea bag, my little kitten is crying. No, he's fine. And then I would microwave some lemonade and put some hot water with like half lemonade, half hot water, and one of each of these tea bags, and it makes the exact same thing as you would get from Starbucks. They're having parties in my neighborhood. It's a Saturday morning. It's like 10 in the morning, but whatever. I have a bag of Polar Peppermint, Dunkin' Donuts, ground coffee. This was on sale, so I bought it, and I don't use it very often. My friend got me this tea one year. It is an oolong tea, and it is the pure leaf, so the leaves look like these little shriveled leaves right there. And so that's why it's really important to have a tea ball of some sort, which I do have. I've got this little kitty cat. And there's also this mystical teapot looking fella. I've also got a narwhal, and that one's a little quirky. And I don't know where that one is. Yeah, that's my little box of goodies. I have a percolator, which I've yet to figure out how to make coffee in a way that I like with it. A lot of people are very pro percolator. They say that it makes the best cup of coffee they've ever had, and yet every time I make a cup of coffee, I'm a little disappointed. And maybe it's because it makes it hot, and I don't drink hot coffee. I only drink iced coffee. And I guess I could pour it over ice, but I feel like that would dilute it. I'm opposed to pouring hot coffee over ice for that reason. They're getting really loud outside, so I'm gonna start wrapping this up. Here are some of the syrups I have. I've got a ton of pumpkin pie flavored syrup. Oh my gosh. It's covered in ant spray. So we've had an ant problem recently, especially in this area. So everything's kind of coated in ant spray. I've got some simple syrup, some caramel drizzle, some vanilla syrup. I've got lavender syrup, brown sugar cinnamon syrup, almond syrup, this one's one of my favorites, and then peach syrup to put in like teas. And I've got some pumps for a few of them. And I've got my Espresso machine back at the center. So that's my coffee bar. Let me know what you guys think of it. Sorry it's a little gross. I hope these were some good taps for y'all. And I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Let me know your favorite coffee or tea, or if you have any ideas for future videos. I'll see you guys later. Bye!